Okay, let's answer some bee questions, or more accurately, I'll give you my opinion on them, and we'll see what you can do with that. Jame Andy, so what do you think the cause of the winter losses were? Was most of it in February after the snow? I think that's the end of it. February after the snow this year. He's referring to the losses. I said we had really bad, we had horrible losses this last winter. It came down to viral loads. We were trying to switch completely to using oxalic acid vapor. The only problem is that the guys that I've been talking to that are getting good or consistent results with that are ones who are either in areas where the bees go completely broodless, and so they're and here's the issue. Okay, yeah, so our bees are more or less broodless this time of the year, but if we had waited this long into the year before treating, the viral issues would have been so established already that okay, you knock all the mites out, but the viruses are going to be the demise of the hive as the winter progresses. And so that's what happened with us last year, is that we did use the vapor in August, but not aggressively enough. A couple of guys I've talked to who are using oxalic acid vapor successfully during times where there is still brood present. They're doing like a treatment they're doing like 10 treatments, one treatment every 3 to 4 days. So very aggressive. And so anyways, that's really what came down to, was just we were trying to go au naturel. Because a friend of mine who's a commercial beekeeper was having really good success with it. Mind you, they're having mixed results with it now themselves. So anyway, yeah, viral issues was the question. So next question, Bob Schreiner. We would be very interested in how you got... Oh, no, wait a minute. No, I answered that one already. Good video. Oh, here's a complimentary one. Good video. Like you, I started small with 2 hives with 0 loss. I did all walkaway splits. I'm up to 11 hives now. This is my 2nd year, and I'm still looking to grow. Good for you, man. I'd keep it up. Just keep on top of the mites. That is really the big thing. Okay, so here, Robert Hoodlow. The 3 hives I got from you last year had fabulous queens. I got them in May. My plan was to do walkaway splits. They built so fast. By mid-June, I had 2 deeps and a honey super on them, and two of them swarmed on me by July. Is that normal to do splits that soon? I still got 3 splits out of them. I do know that it is my responsibility to do a better job watching them. It's only my 3rd year with bees, so I'm still figuring things out. It was a great honey year, and I'm excited for next year. One of the mixed blessings that we have with our Nucs, the ones with Kona Queens, is that the gentleman that puts them together for me is very, very liberal in making sure that when the nuke is even first put together, they've got a lot of brood. And so by the time that Kona Queen is starting to establish her brood nest, it's very common to experience a pretty massive population boom in the first 2 or especially 3 weeks after you install the nuke, but especially the first couple, 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, that's pretty common. I would say probably, I sort of say this with pride, that one of the biggest challenges that people find oftentimes with our nukes is that they do build up so quick they will swarm on you if you aren't if you aren't on top of them, just because once again, starting that nuke with a large amount of brood and then having really good queen genetics, which Kona Queen Company definitely does, provides a winning combination. say hi, Max. So yeah, no, that's pretty normal, Robert. Let's see here. Try to fit in one more question. Let's see. Sorry I didn't have this more organized, but I'm kind of like doing things au naturel. I am west of Olympia and building my first hive next weekend. Good job, man. Keep it. You know, if you're so inclined, carpentry inclined, you know, there's so many creative things that you can do with beehives and the way you want it, or the way you design them. Okay, here's the last question. Michael Marshall. I'm trying to overwinter 2 hives in 8-frame single deeps, one a July swarm I caught, and another split I made that took a while to get going. Both are full of bees now and eating sugar bricks like crazy. Are single box hives a good idea in our climate? I have overwintered singles here. It's fine. I use 10-frame equipment, so I'm not sure how significant the loss of those 2 additional frames might be to your winter cluster. Just go by weight. A single 10 frame for wintering weight, you want around the 85 to 90 pound mark in our area. So with yours, I would just, you know, hope that they're definitely by this time of year, they should be at least 75, 80 pounds. And yeah, the sugar bricks are great. I mean, you know, I do know of some people who've been able to nurse hives through a winter doing that. So yeah, I would just keep doing what you're doing, but just give them a hoist, see what your weight's at. But singles, yeah, singles are fine. The only reason I have some singles that I'm wintering this year, the reason most of ours are in doubles is just because of the format that we use when we take them down to California for almond pollination. But the singles, actually, what I'm doing, because they're looking so strong, I'll have to do a video of them. What we're probably going to just do is super those when we go to move them down south. Maybe probably slip a box underneath, just so that they're not losing heat cluster to all this new space. Probably just slip a box underneath them and then take them down in that format. I'll keep you posted on how that is, or how that works. But anyway, yeah, singles, wintering singles are fine. Just make sure they have enough weight and feed. That's really the big thing. And make sure that rain isn't seeping through your lid. Telescoping lids, you know, with the tin are great. Or, I mean, we use migratory lids. I have a piece of vapor barrier plastic that I use as kind of a secondary inner cover. So anyways, yeah, keep questions coming. And once again, good to talk bees. So I'll catch you again soon.